Welcome, class. This is going to be problems 5 and 6 worked out for you from chapter 5. We're not going to concern ourselves too much with problem 4 because I feel like you guys already have the skills necessary to solve such problems, so we're not going to go over that one right now, okay? But as I said in the previous video, it's just like solving for the formula mass or the molecular mass as discussed previously in this course, okay? So what we have here in problem 5 is how many grams of glucose are in 1.20 moles of glucose. So the way I've always learned it is to simply start with what's given, 0.120 moles of glucose. And then canceling out units, it's kind of foolproof. We know that 1 mole of glucose, and then you use the molar mass, which is actually found right there. So it's 180.12 grams of glucose. And I know that based on the molar mass conversion factor, that's a constant. Glucose will always weigh that much, and so I know that I can cancel those units and then arrive at an answer as you see right here. That's exactly what I did, so you should get 21.6. However, if you want to memorize that handy diagram that I gave you back in slide 17, what you can simply do is realize that I'm looking for grams and I'm given moles. And so to get from moles to grams, you got to multiply by molar mass according to that. And hopefully you can see that that is exactly what I did. I took what's given, the moles, and I multiplied it by the molar mass to arrive at the answer. So that's exactly what that scheme or diagram in slide 17 tells you, okay? So 2 different ways to solve the problem. And then here's problem 6. Acetic acid is responsible for the distinct odor in vinegar. Suppose you measured out 21.6 grams of pure acetic acid for a chemical reaction. How many moles of acetic acid did you weigh out? I'm just going to simply use the diagram that I gave you back in slide 17 to solve this one. So I'm given 21.6 grams and I'm asking for moles. And so to go from grams to moles, that diagram tells you need to divide by the molar mass. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to give you that for the test. So commit that diagram to memory, okay? So grams, 21.6 grams, and it tells me I need to divide by the molar mass. Well, the molar mass of acetic acid is, it actually has to be calculated. And I'm going to do a very rough and quick calculation. So carbon weighs 12, and there's 2 of those, so that equals 24. H weighs 4. And there is, H weighs 2, and there's 4 of them. H weighs 1, and there's 4 of them. So that equals 4. And then oxygen weighs 16. There's 2 of them, so that equals 32. Okay, so we have 24 plus 4 plus 32. You should come up with 60 grams per mole. Okay, and so we're going to take 21.6 divided by 60 grams per mole, and that'll get you your answer. Okay, so I'll type it in my calculator, 21.6 divided by 60, and I got 0.36. Hopefully that's the same answer. Yeah, there you go. And then units are important, so 0.360 moles of acetic acid. Next, how many molecules of acetic acid did you weigh out? So according to that diagram on slide 17, we're asking for molecules. And so what I'm told is I can take the number of moles and multiply by Avogadro's number. And I got the moles right here, so 0.360 moles. And then we're going to multiply it times Avogadro's number, another number you're going to want to commit to memory. And whenever I type that in my calculator, and again, I always encourage y'all to practice typing this in your calculator, because come test time, if you don't know how to type it in, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be getting the wrong answer. So I just got 2.17 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. 2.17 times 10 to the 23rd. Okay, how many moles of H atoms did you weigh out? Okay, how many moles of H atoms did you weigh out? And so I know that, let me see, the best way to present this material. So what I know is that I have 2.17 times 10 to the 23rd molecules total. And I also know that there are 3.6 moles of acetic acid based on my answers. And I think the easiest way to approach this one is to start with moles, okay? And so what I'm going to do is 0.360 moles of C2H4O2. And then I know that for every 1 mole of acetic acid, there are 4 moles of hydrogen. And that'll cancel out units. So you can't really use the diagram to solve for that. And so 0.360 times 4 should give you 1.44. There you have it. And then how many H atoms does that correspond to? So I have moles and I'm trying to go to atoms. So anytime you have moles and you're trying to go to atoms, according to the diagram, you're going to multiply by Avogadro's number. So 1.44. And then your answer for that one should be 8.67 times 10 to the 23rd. We're going to check out problem 7 in the next video. Have a great day.